Hi guys, I want to draw this here in isometric projection. This is third angle orthographic projection. This is the top view. That's the full section of the front view, and that's the right view. So this distance here is 88. This is 13. It's shown here. That's an 88. That's a 13. So I'm going to start with this rectangle because it's the easiest part to start with, right? So I'm going to start there. So I'm also going to draw this part here. It's 10 and that's a 3. It's shown here. Then I'll go 30 that side is shown there because we're assuming symmetry. That's a 3 and that's a 10. And then yeah, so let's get to it. I'm going to change my iso plane to iso right. I'm going to draw a 13. I'm going to also draw 88 and then 13. And then I join that point to that point. Then I change to iso left. I will draw this part here. That's a 50. And this here we have a 10, then a 3, then a 30, then a 3, then a 10. Yeah, then we leave it there for now, right? So let's leave it there. So from here, I'm also going to um, let's just complete that side as well. On this side, let's just draw yeah, let's just draw the 50. It's also fine. Then here I'm going to draw a 10 going inside. I'll explain why. Then here I'll also draw, yeah, I'll copy this line actually. I'll copy it to a distance of 10 backwards, right? So it's somewhere there. Then I'm going to go up by 51. Then from that point I'll go up by 41. Then I'll have something like that. So I actually have to also put, yeah, close off this part here. So let's go and check if we are on the right track. So the reason why I went inward by 10 is because of this arc. It's of radius 10. It's that part there, that line that we see, and that line also. That's another arc that is identical to the one outside. So I now need to draw this line from there up to the top. I know that's a 41 plus 10, that's a 51. I actually drew it, and that one was a 41. I did draw it. So what I need to do now is I need to draw from that corner going to that end. I know in between here from there to the center I actually have 49. That means from there to there it's another 49. So this is a 98. So if we from this line I'll draw a 98 going there, right? And then from this one I'll draw a 118 going that side. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have a 118. Then here we said we have a 98. Here I can go down as well by 41, right? So let's just verify if this is the same. Yeah, that's fine. So here we need another 50. We need a 51 there, right? Yeah, so have something like that. Then we'll go to that side by 10. Yeah, and by 10 as well from there. That's a 10. And then maybe let's just complete this part here. Let's complete this part. we know that we need to, let me change to ISO left. So I'll go to that side by 50. Then I'll go to that, I'll go down by 13. Then I'll go that side by 10. Then I'll go up by 3. Then I'll go that side by 30. And I'll go down by 3. That side by 10. And then I'll join that corner with that corner, right? So yeah, we have something like this here. So let me also put a line that's supposed to be here. So I'll trim it there. So I know I'm supposed to have those curves. I'm supposed to have curves, right? So I'll put those curves in a minute. So I know that from here actually. Okay, let me start with the curves, right? Let me start with the curves. So what I know I need is a curve there, a curve there, and a curve there, and a curve there, and also curves there, 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 and there, right? So let's do this here. I know to go to the other side, I have to select this and copy it to a distance of 68, right? Because it has to be inward also on that side since we are going to have a curve there. So I know I'm going to have something like this. So now what I need to do is I need to put the curves, right? So let's start with the ones that we're supposed to put there. So I know that I'm supposed to have curves of radius 10. So I'll go and select elliptical arc there on ellipse, right? So I'll select elliptical arc, which is the last one. Then I'll go and select isocircle. Then from there I'll go that point and start moving up. I need to move up by 10 because that's where the center of that arc is located. Its radius is 10. So I'll say from that point to move through an angle of 90 degrees to, so it's from vertical to that horizontal line for me to get that arc. So I now have that arc of radius 10. I will now trim that part. So I have something like this. I'll also put another arc. I'll copy selection and put that same arc somewhere there. And then I'll trim that part there. And I have something like this. So I'll also copy selection. I'll copy this, copy that arc to there, there. And then I'll do the same. I'll trim, and we have something like that. So now what we need to do is we need to put those arcs that are at the top there, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and put those arcs that are at the top. Or let's just complete this part before we go there. We know this is an 88. So I hope you take a screenshot of the drawing. I hope you took a screenshot of the drawing and you are viewing it somewhere else. This is our drawing there, right? So try and view it on another device and yeah, just watch the video as I draw while also referring to this drawing, right? So the next thing that I need to do is, yeah, I need to put that same arc somewhere there. So above this point I need to have that same arc. So the center is at 10 meters above that point. So okay, I need to first select isocircle on the command line. So from there I'm going to go up by 10. Then the arc is of radius 10, so it's to that point. Then I'll go from there to the 90 degrees, right? And then I'll trim that part, and I have something like this here. So for now, let's leave it like that. Let's focus on the arc that we're supposed to have there. let's go to our drawing. We know we have an arc of radius 6, and we have an arc of radius 16 and another one of radius 32. So let's start with the one of radius 6 and the one of radius 16. So what we are going to do there is we change our isoplane to iso left, and then we go to elliptical arc. First, let's just select line, right? Let's select line. So from there, let's locate the center. So we move 6 to that side and then 6 going down. So the center of these arcs, they share the same center. Their center has to lie there, right? So we're going to go to elliptical arc, which is there. Select isocircle and then go to that point. We want to draw an arc of radius 6, and we want to start from here and end there. And then we now we can get rid of this line, and we can also trim that part and that part. Now what we need is we need to select elliptical arc, isocircle again. We now have that center there. We know that's where this arc is going to also be centered. So its radius is 16. Enter. Then we clear. Let's click there. Here we're supposed to have it from there. I moved through an angle of 180. It was supposed to be 90 degrees. So it doesn't matter. We can always trim it. So I've trimmed it and I've only left the part that I need. So we have something like that. We can copy that arc, actually that arc, because that's the one that we'll see from outside. We can copy it uh, and copy it to a distance of 68, which will take it there. Then we'll trim the parts that we don't need. So it's that part and that part. So now what we need to do is we need to also put those arcs there, right? So change your isoplane, change it to that. Select isocircle, and then we need from the center, we need it to be how much on that side. Okay, let's just first locate the arc on that side. So it's 6. Here I was supposed to move by 6 down, right? So it's 6. Yeah, so let's just measure that line. Yeah, that's a 6. So now I go to elliptical arc, I go to isocircle, I select that as my center, then I say 6. That's the radius of the arc that I want to draw. Through an angle of 90 degrees, then I have the arc there. I no longer need this line. Now I can draw the other arc. So I'll go to elliptical isocircle, then locate my center. That's the center. The radius is 16 for the outer arc. Through an angle of 90 degrees, which is there. So now I need to trim that part, that part, that part, and that part. And I'll have something like this there. So I also need to put, there's some circles that I have. So let me also remove that line, right? And I don't think I'll need it. So let me remove it. There are some circles that I'm supposed to have at the top there. Let's also copy this arc to the other side before we proceed, right? So we know its center is there. Let's copy it using its center. A distance of 68 millimeters, and we are somewhere there. So what we need now is to just trim that part. So now I know that from the center there, at a distance of 34, and then after 34, I need to go up by the 8 because the centers of those circles are located at 28 above that surface, that roof there. So I'm saying we are going inside by 34 because this here is 68. So we are going inside by 34, half of 68. And then we're going up by 28 because that's 28 from that surface. I go 28 up. So now what I need to do is I need to draw those circles. So one is of radius 30 because its diameter is 60. The other one is 12.5 because its diameter is 25. So we have 12.5 and 30, right? So let's go back. Isocircle. Let's change to isotope. We select isocircle after selecting elliptical arc, of course. Then this is of radius 30, and then circle complete revolution. So we have to come back to the same line. Yeah, so we already see that it won't appear from there. So let's trim there. We won't need all this. We won't need all those parts. So now we need to put the smaller circle. This line also, we just needed it to locate the centers of our circles, but we no longer need those two lines. So let's go to elliptical arc. Let's select elliptical arc, then select isocircle there. Then go to that center, locate that center, click there, and then you type your radius of 12.5, enter, and then circle is a complete revolution. We go the center. Go right. Let's select that circle. We know that we're going to also have that same circle 28 below that one. So we have this circle, that roof first. We have to go 28 down for us to get that circle. So we have these two circles. We're going to join using quadrant, right? Using quadrant. Quadrant, you turn it on there. So you turn it on there. Make sure it's ticked there, that you can be able to join points in the same quadrant. We say they're in the same quadrant because the circle, both of the circles turn at the same time, right? They are identical. So you have something like that, then something like that there. So yeah, those are our circles. We can now trim there like that, and we have something like that. So what we can do is, yeah, after this, what we can do is we can complete back part. Let's just leave it for now. We have something like this. Let's complete these parts. Let's complete these parts here. Trim there, and then we go to the other side and we trim there like that. Then we have something like this here. So what we simply need to do is we need to let's draw those arcs that are supposed to be, right? So there's arcs that it's web, right? We have a web here. So let me show you guys why I say it's a web. On this view, it appears as two lines, that line and that line, and they are a distance of 10 millimeters apart. Also on the top view, we see those two lines, but here we see just one line. So we know that it's not up to the end on the other side. It's actually a thin, sheet of material, right? So yeah, I would call it that. So it's not up to the edge. It's not up to the other edge on the other side. It's just thin like this, right? So that's why they represent it with lines on the front view there, right? So What we need to do is we need to draw that arc. It's of radius what? Radius 32. So that one is of radius 32. We also need that one. It's of radius 13. So we need to go. Let's start with one of radius. Changed my isoplane. I go and select elliptical arc, then isocircle. It shares the same center with those arcs, so it's of radius 32. So I'm going to move through an angle of 90 degrees like that. I know that it's actually not there where I put it. I need to put it from the center. I need to go 5 to that side and 5 to that. So from this line, I know it's 68. I know that midpoint would be 34. So since it's 34, I need to move to 29, which is back a bit. So 29. So I'll need to copy, select. The other one is at 29, the other one is at 39 because they are 10 mm apart. So from there, I'll go 29, then the other one is at 39. Yeah, and we have something like so. Let's remove this part. Now we have arcs that we have there, right? Let's draw a line from the center to the other end. That's maybe up to somewhere there. It doesn't matter where you stop. Then we trim it because what I want to do with this line is I want to then use it to locate points that I need, right? Or let's just erase this one. Let's draw another one rather that is 5 away from the center, right? So from the center, I move to that side by 5, then actually, right? Then yeah, let's trim this one. I think this one will be easier to work with. Yeah, so something like that. We only need one, right? Because the other one, we needed to draw one arc, then we just copy that arc. We don't need to draw the arc twice. So I need to go, let's go and select elliptical arc, and let's go um, and select a circle, right? And let's go to that endpoint. Once it says endpoint, we move away along that line. Then we type, we know its radius is 13, so we need to type 13. We know its center is going to be there. Now we know what's its radius? 13. So it starts, ends somewhere there, right? So we have something like this here. So we've drawn that arc. Let us now check if it intersects with that one, right? Okay, there's something like that there. Yeah, so what we need to do basically here is we need to copy that, right? So let's copy that and move to somewhere there, right? So something like this here, right? So let us also, yeah, let's erase that. Then let us also copy back to a distance of what? Well, we don't need to copy it. Let's copy this one, right? Let's copy this one to a distance of 29. Where it currently is, to a distance of 29. Remember, 9 is just there, right? So from there, what we can do is we can put a line there and then trim line so that it doesn't go inside our circles. This line we no longer need, so we can also remove. And then this part of the circle we no longer can remove it. And then here we can also draw another line down, and then we can trim it like that. And then this arc here we can copy it, right? So let's copy it, and there we need to copy it to a distance of 10. so it will be somewhere there. Get rid of that part, something like that. So now what we need to do is we need to join that point with that point, then with a line, right? So we have something like that. We need tangy. So we're saying from that corner we need to move by 39 going to the right by 39 because taking into account the radius arc. So it's 10 then plus the right. So from there we're saying 39 we change to that arc, something like this. We don't need two of the lines, just copy the other one. So and we'll also treat there, and then we copy this line collection distance of 10 and there, right? Okay, so now we need to trim that part there. So let's trim that part and then we trim that part as well. We join that part with that part. So we have something like this here, right? So what we need to do next is we need to thing on the other side, right? So uh, let's remove this line and put one that is of full of length. So let's put a full length of what, 88. It's up somewhere there. So now we can isolate that arc so that it doesn't disturb us. So let's isolate it, hide objects, right? So hide objects, and what you can do from here is can put those two arcs first that's supposed to be there. So from the center, let's change to isotope. From center, move away by 5. We move to that edge, then go and select so let's change to iso left. Let's go and select from that point need to move away by we know this is that, so we move. Okay, first we needed to, sorry about that, we have undone that. We go to elliptical arc and then we go to isect. Then from that point we step away after the cross appears for intersection. Then we move away by 13 because the center of our 13 millimeter radius arc is going to be. So and then we click there because we know that's a 13. So from there we want this part uh, there and along the line. So something like this here. So now what we need to do is we can erase this line, we no longer need it. We need to draw the other arc. We know that the arc is of radius 2 and its center is there, but let's select isocircle. Yeah, so there we're going to type 32 and we want it to start from there. Let's go and select the center. Now we want it to be of radius 2. We want it to be from there up to, right? But we don't need it at that corner. We want it to be a distance of 29 from there. So let's move there, 29, and we have something like that there, right? So now what we need to do is we need to uh, select this arc and move it to there, right? Yeah, and do something like this. Now what we need to do is we need to also apply there. We need to go distance of 39. We need this line to be attached to that. Let's bring back that isolated end object. So something. Let's copy that. Let's copy that. Let's copy that. Copy it, right. Distance of, and we'll have something like this. So we know that this part won't be, but we need to trim it. I think it would be erased because some parts may be appearing there, so too small to be seen by the eye AutoCAD. so you have to use trim, and then that we also need to trim it. We need to trim the part. So what we will have is something like this here, and we need to join that with that part in quadrant, and then there is a small arc up here. We remove it. Then what we can do is we can also copy. So let's trim arc, right, and then we can draw a line going from that corner going that side, and then we can also get off that line, yeah, and that part as well. Then from here, what we need is we need to put that arc to a distance of 29. So select it to distance of 29 below that. So from here we'll split it like that, and then from here let's use quadrant, and then we'll trim the P, not appear something like that there. So now what we need to do is we need to draw the circles that are there and there. So let's check what radius we have for those circles. We have, for this one we have yeah, it's 4 holes, radius 13, so diameter 13, so the radius is 6.5. So we need if you check the drawing, it's 19 from there and 19 from there, so 19 from the corner. So our distance of 19, then our 19 going inwards is that line. I'm going to select elliptical arc as a circle, go to that point, and then type 6.5, enter, and I draw the circle, complete revolution. Then I remove line. Then I'm going to select that circle. I know that the distance between the centers of those circles is what? It's 50, right? So the distance between the centers of those circles is 50. So I'll need to copy section, copy to 50. Then I'm somewhere there, so I need to check the okay. I need to trim something there, so I'm also going to copy it to the other side there. I know that's a distance 160. You can check, you can verify on the drawing that is 160. So that's our drawing there. That's the complete drawing. So that's what you are supposed to have. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Please comment and subscribe.